Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ritnika and this is Natural Vibrations. I'm so sorry I haven't been around sooner. I did post a little video that I was trying acupuncture. I've been working on a little bit on my own healing, and the last, I'm gonna say 10 days have been very intense for me. There was a big block that I identified with, and that I has been trying to release from my body really slowly, and it's been traveling, so I've been getting weird pain, aches and pains, but I've been getting a severe headache for the last 10 days, which is now finally passing. I needed to really release a lot of things, a lot of stuff, a lot of emotional stuff that I hadn't dealt with. And it's one of the blockages that were holding me back. So I am going through it, and which is why I'm going to do a quick reading right now because I know I haven't done one in a while. I am feeling better. So for people who have booked private readings or sessions, I know I had to push a few back, and I'm really sorry about that. But I feel in the next day or two, I should be back on track and I'll be able to move forward. All right, let's just jump right in. We've got the divine masculine, the divine feminine, union energy, and as well as I pick cards for what's blocking the masculine this week and what's blocking the feminine this week. Basically, things that we can focus on. Once again, these are general readings and may not apply to everyone. You can book a private personalized reading from me where all the details are listed below. Also, when I say masculine, it doesn't mean the male counterpart. It's just the masculine energy. So it could be for the female part or counterpart as well. All right. So the divine masculine this week in his spiritual self has got love yourself first. Your self-love, your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. So in his spiritual plane, the divine masculine this week is really trying to work on his own self-love. You know, I often tell people, and I keep reading these comments on these groups on Facebook where people are always pointing fingers, you know, that person did this to me or this person is treating me badly. And I always say, instead of pointing fingers at other people, it's time to look within to see what they're saying, does it resonate with you deep down? If someone is telling you that, for example, you're a bad mother, do you deep down actually feel that? Because the world reflects what's happening within us. So I think it's really amazing that the divine masculine now is sort of like, you know, turning within and is working on his own self-respect, self-love, self-worth, because he cannot be in a happy relationship till he loves himself completely. And that's what he really needs to focus on. And that's what spiritual he's getting there, to start focusing on that. The divine feminine has got finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life. So a lot of feminine might be working on her finances at the moment. This could be obviously starting a new career, focusing on their work, their career, their money. It could be that you're trying something new or you just want to try something new. Basically, the job front, whether it is, you know, part-time job, full-time job, whatever it is on the mind for the divine feminine this week, which I relate to, I guess. The divine masculine in his heart space has got let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. So I feel what's going on for the divine masculine in his heart space is that he's being a little too controlling. And this doesn't have to be with regards to the divine feminine per se, because if he hasn't done anything in the physical and he hasn't reached out, it's not like he's trying to control that. But I feel like he wants certain changes to happen in his life, whether it's how he feels about himself, how he's, you know, trying to grow, try to heal relationships, figure out situations in his life with work, with, you know, the family, whatever it is. And that's taking a little longer than expected, because guess what? Things don't always happen according to our time. And the universe is basically telling him that, look, right now, the divine masculine is trying really hard to make things happen according to his own timeline. And this could also be like overthinking things and getting really worried and, you know, just spending so much time concentrating on, oh my God, when is this going to happen? Is this going to happen? I have to make this happen right away. And the universe is saying is you got to let go. Sometimes we're so focused on the outcome that we forget the day to day, and we don't allow the universe to take control. So the divine masculine might be trying to control a few things in his life, and the universe is saying it, then he needs to sort of let go and let things happen naturally. And if things are delayed, they're delayed for a reason. The divine feminine has two cards that fell out for her heart space. She's got chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here, and you deserve love. Now, we always talk about how the divine masculine and divine feminine are basically mirror of each other, and this is what's happening. The divine feminine in her heart space knows that she has this deep chemistry for the divine masculine, and at the same time she's reminding herself that, you know what, I do deserve this. Maybe some of us lost hope, maybe some of us were going through situations that made us believe that it may not happen. We go through these cycles of believing and then not believing, and then believing and then not believing. So what's happening is the divine feminine is realizing that, I know there's a strong connection there. And no, despite what's happening right now, despite the current situation in the 3D, I know we have a strong connection, and I deserve the kind of love I want. I don't want to settle for anything else. I don't want to settle for somebody who may be as good but does not give me that peace and love and affection that I want, that fulfillment in my soul. And she's like, you know what? I do deserve love. Some of us may also feel like this goes back to the masculine where he says, love yourself first. The divine feminine have to start truly believing that they deserve love, that they deserve this partnership to work out, that they deserve a person like their divine masculine. Maybe some of us think that we've done something in the past that cannot be compensated or cannot be made up for, or whatever the case. But guess what? We all deserve this, and there is this strong chemistry, which is why you're here, why you're in this situation. Otherwise, you wouldn't be in this situation. We're not crazy to be in this situation. Whatever's happening is happening for a reason. But we have to start reminding ourselves, divine feminine, that we deserve this. We deserve love. We deserve the happily ever after. We cannot just be jealous of other people and seeing other people and thinking we don't deserve that. Yes, we deserve that too. The divine masculine in his 3D has got enjoy the bliss of holiday time together, honeymoon. This is interesting. I feel like there could be multiple meanings. Now, for the divine masculine who is in touch or may want to get in touch with this divine feminine this week, this could mean that he's sort of taking a little, like if your divine masculine doesn't live close to you, he might be taking a trip across sea, across plane, whatever, to coming to see you, coming for a holiday, coming for a little vacation in your area, and he wants to meet up with you. Or he's planning something, planning a vacation towards you. This could also mean that he's thinking about taking a vacation with you. If you're in the same space or whatever, the divine masculine is like, it'll be so nice if I could spend some time with my divine feminine. We could go here, we could do this. He's got a lot of plans, and that's what he wants to do. And because it's in the 3D, I have a feeling that a lot of divine masculines might actually be making some steps this week to plan something towards the divine feminine. The divine feminine in her 3D has two cards fallen again. First one is free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life and keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type. So I feel what's happening is because she's got this you deserve love card and we've got the chemistry card, she's sort of freeing herself. Now this could be two things. One, it could be that she is freeing herself from the shackles of the divine masculine. We all want to get back together with our divine counterpart, but that doesn't mean we stay so focused on it to the point where we don't see the day-to-day, where we're only thinking about them and not seeing the people or the situation that are coming into our lives right now. If you see interviews with twin flames, you will meet people who have gotten married, have had children, and then finally gotten back together with their twin flame. And all of this was needed for that particular person to get ready for their twin flame. So situations that are coming up in our day-to-day is something that we really need to focus on, because they might be here to teach us a lesson. So what the divine feminine might be doing at this moment is she's freeing herself from the shackles of the divine masculine, and she's sort of keeping her mind open. She's realizing, guess what? I deserve love, and if it's not going to come from my divine masculine, I'm open. Maybe it'll come from someone else, you know? So she's sort of freeing herself from the confines of the divine masculine. The other theory could be, because this is a general reading, the other thing that I'm getting for some people is that the divine feminine has sort of not truly trusted in this connection. In the sense that she knows there's this connection, but there is, I did this for a long time where I was like, okay, if I can't get I'm going to wait for my divine masculine, but if I can't get him, I'm going to go on Tinder and I'm going to go on dating sites and I'm going to find someone else in the meantime, or I'm going to find a backup. Now, this is different from somebody who comes into your life that you really want to date. I was in a way forcing myself to sort of go find somebody, and I've never done that before. It's only now because I was like, I need to get over this, or can't be stuck in a situation where what if nothing happens and I'll be stuck like this forever. But in the past, anybody I've ever dated has sort of, it just happened. I've not like orchestrated it or gone chasing after it, So I feel like for some people, it might be that now they're finally sort of freeing themselves and being like, I'm just going to keep an open mind. Clearly, I deserve love. Clearly, I know that there is this very strong connection with this person, and I cannot deny it. And you know what? I do deserve love. And if it's going to be with this person, then I'm going to sort of give it a chance and see what's going to happen. But if it's not going to be with this person, then it's not going to be. And maybe somebody else will come, maybe somebody else will not come. There is a big possibility that nobody else will be the perfect person for you. And we don't know the divine masculine is going to be ready in this lifetime. Not for everyone. So a lot of us, and I know I'm at this place where, this was a big block that I was working on, where it was that fear where you're like, if this doesn't happen, am I going to be alone for the rest of my life? And I came to the realization that is not always the case, but that could be a possibility. Because I'm not ready to settle down with somebody for the sake of it. I deserve true love, and I deserve the kind of love that I want. I want to free myself from this confine of being afraid of what's going to happen. So you find backup plans. You know what I mean? So now is the time to keep an open mind, divine feminine. And I feel so depends on which stage you're at. Both are okay. Some might be freeing themselves from the divine masculine. Some might be freeing themselves from that fear that what if this doesn't happen and I'm going to end up being alone. Well, guess what? It's not the end of the world. There are enough people out there who are alone. I've been alone for a long time, and it's not that bad. There's some things I miss, but it's not the end of the world. I have my dog and he keeps me happy, and I have my friends and my work. So anything is possible, but we shouldn't be afraid of going after what we want because we're just afraid of what will happen. So it's the time to take back control of our life and be like, you know what? Whatever's going to happen, it's going to happen. And it's crazy. I just had a sip. While I'm talking about this topic, I'm getting like a wave of headache again. So this is something that I had to deal with, and I probably still have to deal with. I just had a little wave of migraine come back up. Oh God, please, universe, don't let it come back up. All right. So with regards to union for this week, we've got children and past life relationship. I feel like I feel both the divine masculine and the divine feminine are sort of now realizing this week that this connection that they have with each other is so strong that it cannot be broken. It's like a past life connection. And not just for the divine feminine, because I know divine feminine, we already know this. But this is more from coming also from the divine masculine, where he's realizing that, no matter what happens, this connection that I have with this person is undeniable, and it's probably somebody I've known in the past or known in my past life. The children card could also be that they're thinking about having children with each other, but for me this also signifies your inner child. All of this work that we do, it's all our inner child work, because the stuff that happened to us, stuff that our little inner child feels is not possible. And wow, okay, my head is suddenly started hurting a lot. Yep, this is definitely a block that I still need to work on. But a lot of people this week are going to be working through the issues of their inner child and clearing that. And when we go into the blockages, for the masculine and the feminine, that will make more sense. I feel like a lot of divine masculine and feminine are sort of even thinking about children, just thinking about children with their counterpart. It doesn't mean they're going to physically have it this week, but they are definitely thinking about it because they realize that, look, this is a person I want to be with. This is a person I have such a strong connection with, no matter what. The other cards for union I got was communication and focus. So I feel there could be some communication again this week. I know I keep saying it, but for some divine counterparts, the divine masculine might reach out because there is that honeymoon card coming up. So there could be some communication this week. Divine masculines might reach out. And the focus card talks about focusing on what you're doing right now. I feel like this goes back to the earlier cards where we're so focused on the outcome that we don't let things happen naturally. We need to also focus on our day to day. We need to sort of live our lives. Say, if you're working right now, if you're watching a video right now, stay focused on what you're doing. Be present, be in the now, be focused on what you're doing at this moment and not be so concerned always about the big picture, about your end goal. Sometimes you just need to focus on the day to day. And I do feel communication could happen for some people this week as well. Or if you are in touch with the twin flame, there could be an increase in communication. Regarding blockages for the divine masculine this week, we've got the Rainbow Prince, compensation and perseverance, and Ice Queen, ideas preserved, non-action, entitlement. So what this card talks about is lack of movement. So one of the reasons why the divine masculine hasn't been able to move forward is because it wasn't the right time for him to move forward. And that's what this is saying. It's not really a block in the sense because it's telling you why he's sort of held back. And the reason he's held back is because sometimes you need to not make a move till the time is right. Everything always aligns according to divine order. And that's one of the reasons why things have not moved forward is because it wasn't the right time. However, he's also got the Rainbow Prince, which is compensation and perseverance. This talks about getting what you deserve. So maybe the divine masculine did not reach out earlier because A, it wasn't the right time, and B, he felt that maybe he wouldn't get the kind of response he wanted, and he was sort of like afraid that, he's put in his due and he wants some kind of result, and maybe he feels that he may not get it. That's the fear aspects coming up. But he needs to work through that because he needs to understand that if he puts in the love, that's what he's gonna get back, and realize maybe he's wondering, things did not happen in the past, maybe why should it happen now, why should I move forward? And what the universe is saying is that things did not work out in the past, or things haven't happened as quickly as you hoped because they were not meant to. That wasn't the right time, but whenever the right time is, you will know. And that's what the divine masculine needs to realize. And at the same time, he needs to work through knowing that because he's put in the hard work, his perseverance will pay off. It is just having faith in the process, faith in knowing that all the work that he's put in will be sort of reciprocated. All the love that he's going to end up giving will be reciprocated. Because the divine masculine in a way is scared. Scared that the divine feminine is not going to reach out, not going to give him the kind of response he's hoping for. The divine feminine's blockages for this week is the dream walker, dreams, collective good and illusions. And at the same time, we've got the web weaver, synchronicity, divine intelligence, cause and effect. So the dream walker talks about a person's dream and the collective dream. And then we're talking about synchronicities. I feel like what's blocking the divine feminine this week is, I know she feels like we all have a dream in mind. Some of us have already imagined how a divine masculine will come back to us, or what he would say, or what kind of reaction you would get, or whatever the case may be. And what the universe is trying to say, there are your dreams which are very important, but then there's also the bigger dream, which is good for the collective. And sometimes your dreams, things cannot go according to your dreams. It has to go according to what is right for everybody involved, including the collective. So if you've thought the divine masculine would reach out last week or this week or whenever, and it did not, that does not mean that he's never going to reach out. It just means that that was your dream, but that wasn't good for the overall collective. There are bigger dreams in place that the universe is involved in, and that's where synchronicity and divine intelligence comes into play. It's telling you that things have a way of working itself out and falling into place despite our plans being what they are. They say, what was that fun? I heard this line recently. I'm sure everybody's heard it. It's like, man makes plans and God laughs, or something like that. I'm sorry if I butchered that. But I'm not saying God is laughing because God's not cruel in that sense. But the universe does have our back. Remember that. So the universe knows when it's the right time for us to meet. We don't want to get back together only to break up or to go through heartache again. So they're trying to tell you that watch out and look out for synchronicities, and because the universe is involved here. It's not just you. So I know we all had certain plans and certain expectations, and the universe is saying that that's sort of holding you back from having your particular set plan on how union is going to happen. You've got to just free yourself from this, and just keep an open mind. Things could happen tomorrow. Things could happen in 5 years. There is nothing good. There's nothing bad. You just have to go with the flow and know that the universe has a plan and they're doing this the way it's meant to. I am also, I didn't do this before, going to pick a Whisper of Love card for this week. So I'm just going to get that. The universe, the cosmos, just for twin flames. Speak regarding their union. So what advice can you give us for all twin flames regarding union for this week? Oh, too many cards. These cards stick together. And it's a pitch. Come on, universe. Give me one card. What is the union? What is the union energy? That's why I like to shuffle off camera. Okay, I've got 2 cards. I'm going to take that. Oh, 3 cards. Alrighty. First card, romance. Lavish the one you love with personal attention. So I feel this could relate to the honeymoon card for the divine masculine. If you want to reach out and you want to make plans, you want to surprise them with a vacation, you want to surprise them by showing up at their doorstep, divine masculine, go for it. It's time to sort of show them the romance that the divine feminine are longing so desperately. We've got have faith. Trust your faith in this situation. I feel this applies to both masculine and feminine for this week. Have faith that everything's working out. Divine masculine, know that everything is happening the way it has to, and if things are not moving as quickly as you want them to, it's because that's how it's meant to be. And divine feminine, you deserve this love. There is a strong connection, and you need to understand that you have your plan and the divine has their plan, and you just have to let yourself go and go with the flow. And lastly, do something for someone else. Give your attention to someone else. This could mean 2 things. A, do something nice for a complete stranger, or help somebody else out who isn't your divine partner. Sometimes just working with others, helping others makes us put so much in perspective. When we're after our goals and we're so worried about our life, and you go and meet people who really need help, it really puts things into perspective. So this might be a good time to sort of just do something for someone else, somebody who you can't, who can't repay you. At the same time, this could also be, take your focus away from your divine counterpart for a bit. This could be especially for the divine feminine, because we are maybe too focused on what's going to happen. And divine masculine, don't be so focused on the outcome. Just go with what feels right in the moment. Sometimes you just need to take your focus away and work on something else, and then know that everything is going to work itself out. All right, I hope this reading resonated with you. I would love to hear from you. And if you do like my channel, I would love it if you could like and subscribe. I will be back really soon. Take care. Bye.